Yo, man, we back with another episode of the E Lab podcast, man. Zell, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing, man?
We doing good, man. We got us another special guest in the building, bro. We actually got us a true point guard in the building. I don't know if they familiar with true point guards no more. You feel me? They used to scoring guards, man. But hey, man, we got David Sloan in here, man, from Louisville. How you doing, Day?
I'm doing good.
That's what's up, brother. That's what's up, man. But anyway, man, let's get straight to it,
Hey,
man.
plus I
So,
want to I
oh,
want
go
to
ahead,
give us
talk to
I
me,
want to
Zell.
give a big shout out to his brother Daquan. That's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Been rocking in middle school. He always talked about David, man. We was younger and stuff. So as I got older, because I'm ahead of Daquan by 1 year. So basically, like, once I went to college and stuff like that, that's when I kind of was able to see you hooping because you was basically when you started varsity.
I started playing like my seventh grade year, but
Yeah.
I didn't really get on the team until my eighth grade year after my brother was gone.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I was
Wait a
thinking.
minute. Hold
I knew
on.
he
Wait a
played
minute.
like seven.
Wait. You played high school varsity in seventh grade?
Yeah, cause
Oh, that's
more
crazy.
is like a more is like a middle school and a high school, so like kids can
Yeah.
come up and play if you good enough type.
I got you. Hold on. Let me start this off right, man. Let me start this off right, man. Let's start here. So who put the ball in your hands, Day? How you start? How did you get into hooping, bro?
I'll probably really say my brother and my pops. My pops, I never got to see him play, so that was like a big knock for me. But just going, I remember just like being in elementary school, middle school, watching my brother play when they had the hashtag at more, like when they started the whole thing. I was in the stands watching front row, like it was a student that wanted to learn the game, and I think that's what really helped me in the long run. So I really say I probably give the most props to my brother for sure.
Okay,
Shout out to your
okay,
brother.
that's what's up. Wait. So your pops used to hoop too? Did he play college ball?
Nah, he didn't play college ball. He played high school at Atherton, but a lot of people around his age that's a little bit younger than him always tell me like your pops was the truth. He was the best. Are you better than him and stuff like that? And he'll always just give people like props for me, like tell them like my son is way better than me, just like building that confidence. But I never got to see him play.
That's real. That's real. My pops would never say that. My
All
pops
right.
swear he got hoop. My pops didn't hoop at all, bro. He swear he played no high school, no nothing. At least your pops actually hoop, man. But anyway, so
Yes,
look, let me ask
sir.
you. So what made you leave Moore and go to Taylor County?
Really, I thought it was like at a young age, like picking up on certain habits that was going on, like same stuff that happened to people in Louisville. Like I felt like for me to reach that next step for my career was making that move, going somewhere where I wasn't familiar with. Just like I felt like I grew up before my time. Like I knew that like where I wanted to be in life with basketball, like just like the journey that I wanted to take. And I felt like being at Moore, being in Louisville, I felt like I had a lot of distractions. And that started to show to me at a young age, like stayed in trouble in school where not necessarily where I couldn't play, but it was just like I wanted better for myself.
Oh, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
I feel you on that though. You know, when you was at Taylor County, did I have a who was that, Coach Greenwood or something like that for the
Coach
coach?
Gaywood, Coach
Okay,
Gaywood.
yeah. Because I know he was at Moore, right?
Yeah,
At one.
I bet I technically I went with him, but like
Mhm.
I went to Moore for like 2 years of my first, I mean not 2 years, like I say like a month my freshman year, and then I left and went to Taylor County, and the rest is like mostly history for real.
Yeah, because
That's
I
what's
was
up.
getting y'all was getting to it on there too. Because I know y'all had I think y'all had one player that might have went to Xavier or something like that.
Yeah, Quentin Gooden. And well,
Okay.
my sophomore year, we had my freshman year when I first came in, it was me and Quentin. We had another we had a senior on our team named Caleb and another guy that finished 3 years with me and Q named Ezra. I think we really me, Ezra, and Q really started the foundation of what the success has been at Taylor County, like back to back me and Q end up leaving my senior year. Q graduated, and Ezra end up making his way to state again without us. So he won three in a row. So like it was just the foundation. Then they made it back to state this year, so it's just like I
Mm.
feel like we started that foundation, and it just been carrying over since.
Yeah,
That's
they
tough.
definitely was getting to it though.
So tell me, so because I ain't familiar with Louisville. So is Taylor County outside of Louisville, or is it like a prep school? Like what made it more, I guess, better comp than more had?
I wouldn't necessarily say it was better competition. I mean, it was competition, but I feel like Louisville's competition is way much different than like the outside counties and stuff like that. Like you ain't gonna see too many people come in and average like 25 like you see in the counties. Like
Yeah,
it's I wouldn't say it's easier, but you go against a lot more zones, like where it's easier if you like if you can shoot the ball, then it's easier to score if you got somebody else on your team that can create and y'all can both do the same thing.
yeah.
Okay,
Now
okay.
I feel them on that because my junior year we had went to Hoptown and we played Christian County and
Mm-hmm.
they had
I
Anthony
know.
Hickey, they
Yeah,
had some
Yeah.
hoopers over
Okay.
there. So
I'm familiar with
certain
Christian
county
County.
schools they be nice for real because
yeah,
they play everybody and they like strong too. Some of them players. So
yeah,
it's
for
like
sure.
yeah,
I got you. I got so
yeah.
what you averaging there? So what you was putting up there, Day? What you was averaging at Taylor County?
My freshman year, I was kinda taking a like a I wouldn't say a side seat role, but I was like I was new to the environment, stuff like that. I would say my freshman year, I probably averaged like 12, 13. And then I had an ankle injury where I sat out for like 2, 3 weeks. And I came back and I probably finished the season at like 13 and a half. Then I came back my sophomore year and we was more stacked. We had like a 10-man rotation my sophomore year. So it was
Mm,
way much easier. Like we probably had like we probably had like 5 dudes in double figures my second year. I averaged like 14 that year, maybe 15.
mm,
Then my junior year, my last year, me and Q, we was just killing. Like we both averaged a dub. His senior year, my junior year, we both averaged a dub, and we was just clicking the whole season. And then like we end up making it to state. We made it to state. I think we lost to Doss. We played Doss like twice that year, and we lost to Doss both times.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So throughout all of this, when did you actually get selected, or how did you find out you get selected for that Team USA minicamp? What year, and how did that happen for you?
That was after my freshman year, going into my sophomore year. I got a email. I got not an email. I got mail in my mailbox, and I opened it, and it was like it had my name on it, and it said USA Basketball. I didn't know nothing about it or nothing, but like it said USA Basketball. I'm reading the thing, and it was like you have been selected for the mini camp and things like that, and I was just like it was shocking to me because like before I moved to Taylor County, I was always wondering, like I even had talks with my pops, like I'm like, man, I feel like it's too late, but not just me being ahead of my time, like I'm like, I feel like I need to be getting recruited now. Like I feel
Yeah.
like if it don't happen now, I feel like it's gonna be too late type. So I'm in seventh, eighth grade thinking like this. So it's like once the success started, like once my work started showing and the things like the USA camp started to come, playing for the St. Louis Eagles, and I think
Mm,
I'll give them a shout out too, because without them, I don't think I get the USA invite.
that's tough.
And
See
then
that?
St. Louis
Go
Eagles,
ahead, Zell.
that St. Louis Eagles team, did they was that like one of those
They changed their team name to Brad Bill Elite. He sponsors them
that's
now,
what I was about
but
to
it
say.
was
'Cause
it
I was
was St.
thinking either
Louis
Jason
Eagles.
Tatum or Brad Bill. I didn't know which one it was, but okay, yeah.
Yeah, I played with Tatum, but Bradley Bill was on the coaching staff when we went to Peach Jam.
Damn.
Oh,
Okay.
that's tough. Oh,
Damn.
Dirt gonna be mad. You know, Dirt love to talk about Peach Jam.
Right.
He
Yeah.
should have showed up. He gonna be mad
Yeah,
about that. Oh,
we got one Georgia guy. He always be talking about the peach jam
yeah.
and
He
stuff. So
goes.
yeah.
He live
Yeah.
in Augusta. He from Augusta, man. So he be down there.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So look. So when do you find out when do you get your 3-star rating, right? Because you end up being you a top 100 player in the nation. But when does that happen? Is that before the camp or is that after the camp?
Necessarily, I don't even really remember. I didn't really pay attention to the three, 4, or 5 stars. Like at that age, I just wanted to. Still at the age that I'm at now, I just be wanting to hoop. Like that's the only thing I be
Mhm.
wanting to do. I don't really focus on the outside noise. Like it's little stuff that like I might use for motivation, but for like the most part, I really don't try to bother with the other stuff that has nothing to do with like my success with basketball. Like um I feel like a lot of stuff's gonna come your way at the right time. So that's like one of the mottos I always live with. Like I feel like you're gonna have ups and downs, but if you always worrying about the downs instead of the ups, like I feel like you can't take that next step in life.
Yeah.
That's real. That's real. So look, hold on. What was the runs like? What was the runs like in minicamp? Because you just talked about it. You was out there with Jason Tatum, but I went through the list. You got D Fox out there. Nas Reed was out there. One of my personal favorites, Jalen Hands. He didn't pan
Yeah.
out, but
Ooh.
Jalen Hands was one of my favorite coming out of Cali, bro. But yeah, so what was them runs like, man?
No, I ain't gonna lie. To this day, I don't think I ran into a like great bump like that since. I'm not gonna lie. Besides like Peach Jam and playing at Kansas State, I don't think I've been in a gym with that many potential pros. Like you were saying, like Jalen
Mhm.
Hands. Um, I remember Dennis Smith was in there.
Mhm.
A lot of people really don't probably remember him, but he was like a 5 star coming out of high school. Stephen Zimmerman, 6'10".
Mm.
Um, Alonzo Trier, like
Trip.
it was
Yeah.
so many pros in there and at a young age, and I
Man.
was just like, I think that's another experience that made me like take my game to another level. Just seeing like all these players that have potential to go to the NBA. Like I think that's what separated my work ethic. Like seeing them playing against them every day, coming in and just seeing how they come into the gym early, stuff like that. I think that really like molded me to what I wanted to be with playing basketball.
Nah, that's
Damn,
real.
that stuff right there.
That's real. I want to look. Last question I'm gonna ask you about the camp, man. Was there anybody out there you saw and was like, "Nah, this motherfucker different. He one of them." Was there anybody out there that you was impressed with?
Uh I remember I went a couple times, so like it's kind of hard, but I will say somebody that caught my attention besides that mini camp with all the pros when we had the actual tryout, I would say Colin Sexton for sure. Like his energy ain't fake.
Mm.
Like I feel like
Mm.
his energy's not fake. Like he come in every day. Like that's an everyday type of thing for him. Like it's not just, oh, I'm playing good. Like if he's playing bad, like, and that's when I was like, yeah, that's the separation that like I feel like I use some of what his fuel to me. Like I'm the same person, down 20, up 20. Like if I'm going to talk, I'm going to talk. But if I'm gonna hoop, I'm gonna hoop. But I don't care if I'm down 20, up 20, the game's tied. If we losing with 15 seconds left, if I'm gonna talk, it's gonna be from the jump, like from the jump ball. Like we gonna talk all game. It ain't gonna be just because you up 20 type and you know you about to win.
That's
Yeah.
real. That's real. I like it. Zell, you got something?
Hey.
You know I keep going. Go ahead, Zell.
Nah, I knew when you said Colin Sexton. When I watched Colin Sexton do that 4 against 5 in Alabama, that's when I knew
Man,
he was the one. Like even
Yeah,
to this day, he not no star, nothing like that in the NBA, but he's still in the league for a reason. Like he know his
yeah,
role, he can make it. Like
he
yeah,
been
because when
hooping
I
this
seen that
for
season.
four against
Yeah,
sure.
five, like he real deal
yeah,
for
hooping.
sure.
I was surprised the Hornets traded him. They got Kobe White, but I was surprised because he was hooping for the Hornets
Yeah,
before they traded
Yeah,
him.
for
I thought they
sure. He
they had
was.
some intensity, bro. But
yeah.
um, but yeah, I keep going, Zell. You got something before I keep going?
Nah, nah, nah. You keep going, keep going.
You go.
You good,
So
you
look,
good.
Day Day. So you end up going to JUCO, man. And I know one thing for being hoopers, you always want to go D1, right? Like going D1 is like the mission, but you ended up taking that side mission and going JUCO. And I wanted to ask, man, are there any benefits to going to JUCO as opposed to just going D1 and saying you did it to go sit on somebody's bench? So did you have any
uh
benefits out there, bro? Go ahead.
yeah, I had a lot of benefits. I'm not gonna lie. Like it was a rough time in my life. Like just playing at a high level, going, playing against pros, going to USA, um, getting offers from Louisville, Iowa State. Like I had like probably like 20 offers that I could have chose from, but like a situation with going to prep school like messed up a lot of stuff for me. So like I wanted to stop playing basketball. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm,
I wanted to figure out something else to do because I felt like I worked so hard to get to where I wanted to go and it was snatched away from me uh just because they didn't rule me eligible to play in Kentucky. I feel like that was still I feel like that like kind of made a detour for my career because I felt like if I would have stayed in Kentucky and maybe stayed at Taylor County my senior year, or if I would have got eligible to play at Ballard, I feel like I would have went straight D1. Like
yeah,
so like it was a turning table for me, but I feel like I learned a lot from that. Like I learned a lot with making better decisions for myself, like actually sitting down with myself thinking about a decision before my action show. So like I feel like I've really learned from that. And JUCO wasn't I mean it wasn't easy, but like I feel like my coach did a great job with helping me uh navigate myself in certain situations and just helping me become more of a man, telling me like not letting me he wasn't really allowing me to accept certain situations. Like he wouldn't allow me to accept a minor injury. Like and still to this day, like I play through minor injuries. Like even when I know I shouldn't play, I still play. Like I got a story from when I went to the JUCO All-Star game and I thought I sprained my wrist, but whole time I end up being broke. And he's
mm,
like, man, like we already got this like the whole situation is already done, the deal's done. So I went up there and played not knowing my wrist was broke and still played pretty decent. Like my team ended up winning, but we won by like 20 and stuff. But that was just a example of like certain situations that he like helped me with and he really showed me like grit and toughness. So I like that's something I always roll with myself with, like just toughness and grit. Like wherever I'm at, like across the country, in America, no matter what, like I always take that with me on the court.
yeah.
That's real.
That's tough
That's
right there.
real. Listen, you said something that kind of caught my ear. So what happened with the eligibility? Why did they rule you ineligible? And what was it? Were you too old or something?
Nah, they ruled me ineligible because like the story that I was told was like it was some certain schools in Louisville that didn't want me on that team because that team still made it to state the year that I was supposed to play with them. But it was a couple teams that was like, no, this and that. And I lived like two houses over from Ballard being my district and they felt like I didn't have a good enough reason to come and transfer to Ballard. Like they felt like I was only coming to Ballard because to like win a championship and some old like it was some like weird stuff to me at
I,
that age.
yeah,
Like
that's crazy. Her.
Yeah, that's
it was
crazy.
just weird. It was just
They knew
weird.
why you was coming. You got that
Hey,
right.
but
I'm
I
coming to
feel
win a
like
championship. You
going in
got
the
that right.
past, I don't know,
What's
'cause
that?
I don't know if you remember Jasmine. He a little older than both of us and stuff, but
Yeah.
Jasmine Ferguson, he's an overseas hooper right now. He went to our high school, but he basically tried to go to Ballard and hoop, and basically it was a whole lot of stuff that went on that he couldn't go hoop at Ballard, and he had to come back some more, and he just ended up just finishing senior season like that. So I don't know if it's a beef with more Ballard or what, because that
Yeah.
is kind of a little crazy for real.
But I feel like honestly, I feel like now the rules like I feel like they use me as an example because now you got kids going to school after school in the city and it's like y'all not making them sit like it's not like no hate or nothing like that. It's just like y'all made me do that, go to prep school and then basically like lose my eligibility to play Division 1 my first
Yeah,
year. Like
Oh,
it's just a lot. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
yeah.
Dang. Okay. Dang. No, that's crazy. That's crazy, man. So look. So all right. So now you at JUCO. what what makes you leave JUCO and then feel that you're ready for Kansas State? Let me say that better. Why did you decide to end up going to Kansas State when you left John Logan? Like, did you have any other offers at the time?
Yeah, I had a couple offers. Like my first offer from after my freshman year at JUCO, the first coach I had in the gym was Buzz Williams when he was at Virginia Tech.
Mm,
Oh,
And the thing about that was he was trying to get me to commit like super early. And my coach gave me like this theory that like I use a lot of stuff that happened in my past. Like, but he was telling me like if you had a girl and you met her today, would you marry her? And I was like, I had to let it register. I'm like, nah. He was like, well, why would you commit to his school if you only know him for this his second
mm,
time coming to see you? He's not even came to a game and stuff. So he's like, why would you commit? And I'm like, that
mm.
actually makes sense. So he was like, just give it a couple weeks. So I waited a couple weeks. He came back to see me. And then after that, he stopped recruiting me because I didn't commit when he wanted me to.
Oh,
oh wow.
that's crazy.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
hey,
So wait.
that college recruiting be cutthroat. I ain't gonna
Yeah, I
lie.
Yeah,
know that.
what school is this though? That wasn't Kansas State, was it? What school was that?
Nah, that was Virginia
That
Tech.
was
That
Tech.
was
that was
Virginia
Tech.
Tech.
Okay, that was
Yeah.
Tech. Okay.
But
Dang.
my reason on going to Kansas State, like it was some situation like my family, they felt like it was a little too close to home. And like that was my way of like trying like I already got away from Louisville, so they like somewhat of why you coming back type. But I really like if I'm being 100% honest, I really wanted to go to Cincinnati coming out of
Oh,
JUCO. Like even when I went to Kansas State, I left after COVID, and the first team that hit me up in the portal was Cincinnati. So I felt like that was a like a learning step for me on making decisions, just because like even when I went on my official visit to Cincinnati, it was like it felt like home. Like I never felt like that going to another campus. Like I visited my final three schools was Georgetown University when they had Patrick Ewing as a head coach, uh Cincinnati and Kansas State.
mm.
Mm, no, that's
It's
tough.
a nice three
And
right there.
yeah, I
So
didn't choose Georgetown because at that time they still had Mac McClung and the other guard, James Akinjo.
okay,
Okay.
that makes sense. Hey,
'Cause I know Matt
Speaking of Matt
McClung.
McClung, he out
When
there
did Matt
hooping right now.
McClung transfer though? 'Cause I know he ended up transferring to Texas Tech afterwards
Yeah,
or
they
something.
transfer. I
Yeah,
think they
let me see.
transfer. He transferred after I already committed to Kansas State.
Okay,
Ah, I
okay,
got
I
you.
got
I
you.
got you. I got you. That's the
Hey,
same. Okay.
so going back to Kansas State, how was your time at Kansas State?
My experience at Kansas State, it was. I had a lot of ups and downs. Like I had more downs than ups. I felt like it was hard. Like coming there because as I was saying about my injury after I found out I broke my wrist, like I missed the entire summer. Like
Mm,
and I felt like the coaching staff like low key held that against me for so long. Like they like, oh your wrist, this and that. Like somewhat making excuses on why I shouldn't have been playing. I felt like personally, I felt like coming into that situation, like I'm coming in off of like I mean it's JUCO, but it's still not easy to do. Like I'm coming in off an average of 16 and 10 assists a game. So like I'm coming in thinking I'm gonna have that role, like not even scoring. Like I felt like I was gonna have that role of like running the offense, true point guard, like being like a Rondo, Chris Paul at my first year playing Division 1. Like, and I started to get comfortable within the season, like towards conference play. Like I had a couple good games against Kansas, West Virginia, TCU. I had a couple good games, but it was like I didn't have the rhythm to keep thriving with those type of games. Like I feel like if I had the rhythm, I feel like everything would have been different.
No,
yeah.
that's real. That's real. So I guess at the end of that, what ultimately led to you going to ETSU down in Johnson City?
I felt like the first coaching staff that was recruiting me, they end up leaving before I even got to the school. So it was like a whole bunch of that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like it was a whole bunch of more downs than ups because they was coming off a season where they went 30-4, won the conference tournament, and they had some players that was coming back, but like we was building to have the same season as they just had, and then coach get the head coaching job at Wake Forest, and I think I already committed at this time, so it was like more so of like, are you gonna transfer again? And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, man, I'm kind of tired of transferring. Like I'm tired of moving. Like, mind you, I'm going from Taylor County to Ballard to JUCO, no, to prep school to JUCO to Kansas State, ETSU. Like that's a lot of locations. Like playing for different coaches, and it's already hard playing for a coach that you feel me? That's not really familiar with your game and things like that. So like after my first year at ETSU, they like the coach like some stuff happened. Like we took a knee during the game during the national anthem when all that stuff was going on. Like I
Hmm.
didn't want to be like I wouldn't say it wasn't something I didn't want to do because like everybody on my team's doing it. So like it's like one of those like I'ma stand with all y'all type of moments. But I didn't think it was like necessarily right for us to be doing that. But at the same time, it's like we say family, we say brothers on three. So like if y'all riding, I'm rolling type. So it was just like one of those type of moments. But like after that first year, like they like made the coach resign. So they brought in another coach that
Mm.
came assistant coach from Tennessee. So like it's all going on through my 5 years of college.
Wow.
So then like me and him's like button heads, like he's just like stop running plays for me on purpose. So like I felt like my second year at ETSU, I felt like I was on pace to win player of the year. Like we played in a tournament in Florida against some of the best mid-major teams and that end up making it to the tournament. And it's just like I was MVP of that. And then I feel like after that, like it was just like a roller coaster season for me personally. Like we wasn't winning, like we was winning, and then we went on a losing streak when the like me and the coach started bumping heads seriously, like, and it wasn't like man, I don't never like disrespect coaches. Like I always do like what they say to a T because I want to be great. I want to win. Like at the end of the day, I want to win. I don't care about nothing else. Like I just want to win. So like I felt like when that happened, he took a lot away from the team and me at the same time. So it was like it was kind of hard for me. But I say only person that kept me sane that was like with me in that situation was my assistant coach. Like he's like one of my mentors still to this day. Like I talk to him every now and then, but like I felt like without him, I probably would have just left. Like I had a close friend, basically like we like cousins. He ended up leaving, and once he left, it was like, man, it was just like he barely was playing him, so it was like everything was just rocky after that. Like, and he left like mid-season, like he left in like early January, and it was like three people on our team that end up leaving the team that season.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That
I
that
can't
is
lie. That's a lot because
Yeah,
you said you're assistant coach, but that's what I was gonna ask, man. Was anybody like mentoring you throughout all of this, bro? Because there's a lot of stuff for you to do at 18, 19, 20 years old. Like, I don't
yeah,
expect you to know all that, or at least have the wisdom, right? You don't have,
yeah.
and I'm pretty sure it's you mean you don't have anybody that you can actually relate to. Or did you? Did you have a mentor or somebody to guide you through all of this stuff, man?
uh. The first person I always go to is probably my brother, just to get his input because he's been in certain situations. I wouldn't say level wise, like he never got the chance to play pro, but my brother's like really gifted with basketball knowledge. So like I ask him a lot of stuff, like see his input on things. But other than that, it was just my at that moment, it was just my assistant coach. Like he was the only one that would pull me to the side, like, man, don't let that get to you. And he's from Baltimore, so uh,
Mm.
like he
Yeah.
he he always keep it real with me. Like he like, man, you bull like he'll tell me when I'm bullshitting, but he'll be like, man, you good. And when he's telling me you good, he mean like I know. Like he's just like it's just that connection me and him had. Like he'd be like, "You good?" I'd be like, and I instantly know like he's on my side type.
Yeah. I think stuff like that is important too. Like everybody, of course, they can't make it to that top level, but I feel like you have the right people in your corner. They gonna steer you in the right direction. They're not gonna lead you. You know what I'm saying? Because they know when you're doing wrong, they know when you're doing right, and they can keep it real with you because
Yeah,
they close to you and stuff like that. So if
for
they want to see
sure.
you succeed, they gonna be real with you. So that's good that you had that during that time though, for real.
Nah,
Yeah,
that's
for
a fact.
sure.
Yeah, nah, that's a fact, man. So look, so you didn't bring when I asked you what them numbers was in high school, you didn't bring up the assists. I know you be out there dishing the rock, man. But when you left ETSU, did you is that so was your first stop overseas? Did you go to the United Kingdom first? Was that
Yeah,
your first stop?
I went to the United Kingdom. That was my first stop. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this, because ever since you done left college, you've been leading every team you've been on in points. So what changed
hmm
about your game from college to overseas professional ball?
I feel like it's always been the same. It was just having battles with some of my coaches. But I felt like it was a team that told me that I was the main focus on the scouting report every time we played them. And I went to ETSU for 2 years, so he was like my 4 or 5 times playing against him. I was the main focus, even though we had another leading scorer on our team. And I felt like it was just in college, I feel like the difference between college and pro, like you got so much more space to attack, and like it's more just like I would really say it's more of open gym because the shot clock's 24 seconds. By the time you get past half court, it's probably like 15 seconds. So you ain't got that much time to be pass, cut, do all that. Like it gotta be like everything's more fast paced. Like that's the difference between college and I would say pro from my experience.
No, that's fair. That's fair. So that I'm okay because you don't went to a couple places. So what's your after United Kingdom? Where did you go next? Did you go to Germany or did you go? Where'd you end up at?
I'm trying to think. After my year in the United Kingdom, I went to the G League training camp with the Pacers G League team,
Yeah, yeah, the ants, the
and
mad
That's
ants.
right.
Okay.
that was a great experience. I'm not gonna lie, like just playing being back in that environment of playing with high level pros that was like high level college players, high level high school players. So it felt good for me, but unfortunately I ended up getting waived just from like a GM decision. Like I'm in there competing, I feel like I'm playing my best basketball and I don't feel like I'm in shape. Like I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do to perform, but it's a difference from when you get somewhere like for a training camp and yo summer workouts. Like you always gonna be gassed because they gonna do
Yeah.
a little bit more than what you expecting. So it was like, but I felt like I held myself. Like I did a great job with everything that I did up there. Like I wasn't showing that I was fatigued, but like on the inside, like I was like it felt like I'm not gonna lie, it felt like smoke was coming out my ears. I ain't gonna lie. Man, it was crazy. It was crazy. I ain't gonna lie. They was going crazy up there. But I felt like it was a GM's decision. The coach ended up telling me in the exit meeting that he wanted to keep me tight, but I mean things happen. So like I felt like I eventually end up getting cut because they ended up keeping Alfred Payton. But
Okay.
Okay.
with my situation up there, like he was hurt when I was up there competing for training camp. So it was like, dang, like I wish I could at least got that experience to play against him, like just to felt like it was a fair chance for me. But
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like everything happens for a reason, and I know that that situation will come back around. So I
That's
just
real.
live with the moment for right now, but I know
Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
back for sure.
Hey,
Yeah.
I ain't mad
Definitely.
at it. I'm looking forward to it, man. So how you?
Yeah.
So let me
So
ask you this then. So how you picking and choosing which offer to take? Because you have it seems like you have a lot of different places you can go. Because I saw you played in Mexico, Germany. You tried out for the Mad Ants and stuff like that. How you do you have an agent or something like? How you picking out
Yeah,
which location to go? Okay.
I got an agent. sometimes I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes like coaches or GMs will hit you up straight in your DMs if you like paying attention. But most of the
Mm.
time
Okay.
it goes through my agent and he'll like bring it to my attention. But mostly I would say decision wise, like obviously safety and how the community is. But most of the time it's just like if I'm being real, is if that money is like on the
There it is.
right,
There it is.
you
You can tell
know?
the truth.
Yeah,
You can tell the
but
truth up here, right,
Some
gotta
for
follow
man?
that
real.
bag, man.
Nah, for real.
I ain't
For
mad at
real.
you, dog. Well, look, hold on. You said
Some people's
safe.
gonna
Go ahead, go
cap some people's gonna cap about it, but that's the
ahead.
real man. They not going nowhere to play for a little piece of change. I ain't gonna lie.
That's a
That's
fact, man.
real though.
Especially that far away from home. I mean, because
Yeah, for
like now,
sure.
you brought up safe. That's what I was gonna say. You say safe, and you're in Brazil. Is it safe out there?
What?
Oh,
Man,
you get
literally. I'm not no exaggeration. I'm being so serious. Last week we was in Rio de Janeiro. Bro,
Yeah.
my teammate got his phone stolen.
Oh wow.
Like
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Ah.
not like leaving it somewhere. Like we waiting
Like
on
they.
our Uber. Come here, give me that.
Oh.
Oh,
Off a dirt bike. Off a dirt bike.
Oh.
Like
He got it like
they
that.
got a lot
yeah,
they got a lot of
yeah.
dudes. They got a lot of dudes that ride around on like mopeds. They like
Yeah.
mopeds,
Mhm.
but they not like they way faster than I don't know. They got the upgraded. They got the
The
They
way,
got
upgraded
those.
hey, the
Yeah,
way
mopeds.
you explain that's like a movie though. Like one of the movies that you
Bro,
see they
yeah.
be
it
doing that
happened
stuff. They
like
gotta chase him and stuff.
we was literally sitting right next to each other and he just grabbed the phone. Like I felt like if I was on the outside of him, like
Yeah.
if we was in different positions, he was where I was at and I was where he was at, it would have been me.
Damn,
Damn.
we couldn't have
So
did the
like,
interview. Damn, sorry, teammate.
yeah,
We needed an interview, man.
for real.
That's
Nah, but
crazy though.
that just happening just goes to show me like I've been telling a lot of people back at home that I'm real close with, like telling them that situation and being telling them like I don't think I'm like because you know how certain Americans can be like go somewhere think you like oh I'm
Think it's
American like
sweet.
I'm in a different country like
Mhm.
thinking it's sweet so like I feel like that experience showed me like you not bigger than the program no matter where you at. Like they don't care who you are. Like you in my like it's basically like one of those you in my country type. Like I don't care.
Mhm.
Nah,
Hey,
but
but go ahead, Zip.
I be hearing that a lot though, just from like a lot of players. Like even just watching Marcus Teague and Deron Lamb on they podcast and stuff. Like Marcus Teague talking about like that overseas like that ain't for the weak, man. Like you gotta
It's
really be
different.
built. Like
It's you
and
gotta
that's
be
why the reason
you
why a lot of
definitely
good hoopers they just kind of just call it quits and just they just stay home and take care of their families and stuff like that because
yeah.
that's a real
Nah, that's
grind for the
tough.
real.
That's
For
real.
sure.
Hey,
It definitely be experiences like that because my teammate that we was talking about that played at Xavier, Quentin Gooden, like
Yeah.
he stopped playing himself, like just going through a situation. I can't remember what country he was in, but it was one of them countries that have like real wars. Like they was having a war outside his apartment, like
oh,
missiles, like
Oh.
all type of stuff. And
oh,
I was like,
shit.
dang, bro, that's crazy. And he just like he hung it up after that. And I was like, that's like an experience that you can't come back from for real.
Yeah.
Like,
Nah, that's a
especially
fact.
like that's like especially him having a daughter at that age, like I couldn't imagine how he actually felt like going through that.
Yeah, we ain't used to that out here. We ain't used
Yeah.
like a
Yeah,
missile
nah,
is
not no
crazy.
misses.
That's a
Like
real
we
Yeah,
stayed
misses
mental
up.
crazy.
thing. That's
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
PTSD that you got to almost go to
Yeah,
therapy for real.
cause
You
I
can't even
nah,
do
Yeah,
listen. I
for
nothing
saw
else.
some
real.
videos there. The missiles hit the ground. It don't sound like no gun. It sound like something different. It
Oh
sound like
yeah,
earth
Nah,
yeah,
shattering. That shit.
yeah,
Boo. Yeah.
yeah,
yeah, it's
But
different.
to your point, sometimes you need shit like that when you out and about to make sure you stay aware and alert. Because
yeah,
like you
Yeah,
said, it make you tighten up. You know, like you right. I am not on
yeah,
vacation. It look pretty
yeah,
as hell, but it's some slump, it's some projects everywhere you at. You feel me?
yeah,
So
yeah, for
sometimes
sure.
you be needing that. So with that
yeah.
being said, though, that what made you because the Pineros is the first team you done signed back to back contracts with, right?
Yep.
So what made you ultimately decide to stay with them down there in Brazil?
Um, I felt like it was really, I mean, besides it being Brazil, like great views and things like that, like I feel like I would say somewhat of becoming runner up in the MVP race last year.
Mm,
Thinking I was going come back this year with the same like head coach and thinking things was gonna just pan out the way I wanted it to pan out. But uh it's this year it's been good. Like we winning, so I can't really complain. But like I think that was the reason why, the main reason why I came back, just becoming runner up of the MVP. And I wanted to like grab that, like one of those one being letting that be my first MVP accolade. So like
Yeah,
I wanted that for my career, and then go from there. Like that's what that was the plan for me.
No, that's tough because
yeah,
you down
that
there hooping.
is.
Now you down there, you overly hooping
Yeah.
down there. Now that's for sure. So look,
No,
let me ask you this:
definitely
are the games intense down there? Like, what's the basketball culture like that? Do they like hoops down there? You know what I mean?
crazy.
They like hoops. They crazy. I'm not gonna lie, they crazy. But the thing is, like, this is the most physical league that I played in. Like,
Mm,
even in America, like playing in the Big 12, like the Big 12 has like, bro, they let so much happen in this league. Like, it be like it get to a point like you really gotta sit back and observe and be like, I don't like. I don't think a lot of people could play in this league. I'm not gonna lie. From Louisville, I don't think a lot of people can play in this league. I'm not
mm,
saying like this is one of those. A lot of people's not good for the league. I just think like physical wise, like I think with y'all know, like with certain people with the Louisville mindset, like so much bumping and too much,
yep,
like people's gonna crash out type. So like I feel like
yep,
in that way, a lot of people wouldn't be able to play here just because the refs don't call fouls. They let a lot of stuff slide. They let people
yeah,
like they let people like if you boxing somebody out, they let them run you over, like stuff like that. So it's like it's overly physical. Like they be wild, and I ain't gonna
they
lie.
ain't,
Like
what's it like?
I
What's it
be
like
catching
a
myself.
was it like prison ball or something? They ain't got no actual fouls.
Basically,
I'm just saying
bro,
because the
they
way
don't
you said
call
it, I'm just like that
nothing.
sounds crazy though.
Bro, they don't be
Yeah.
calling nothing. Like you can get bumped right in front of the ref with the ball in your hands, and they won't call it. Like, and then they'll come down. Somebody will come down, drive to the basket, flat, like literally frail, flop to the rim, and they call foul. I'll be like, bro, like you got me like fighting through it, and you got him flopping, and you calling that?
Mhm.
Man, yeah,
Listen,
It'd be
listen, you're
something
right.
crazy.
wrong.
What you say? You be catching yourself. You be catching yourself like, hey, let me chill. Let me chill.
Hey man, last year was so bad. Last year was bad. Like it was a couple times I had to ask my coach. I'm like, hey, I need like 30 seconds. Just take me out real quick. I need like 30 seconds to regroup because I feel like I'm finna crash out. And he'll be like, all right, and he'll get me out. And I feel like that was the relationship me and him had. And I feel like that's the type of relationship you want from a coach. Like you want a coach that's gonna get a tech for you every now and then, like to
Yeah,
protect his players. I didn't play for some coaches that wouldn't even risk doing that for you. So like when you run
yeah,
across a coach like that, that makes you want to come back, and that's the reason why I came back from the coach. But like just like I felt like it was like another situation with my life. He ended up leaving this year, so it was like but
yeah,
Dang,
I just wanted like we almost done with the season, so I felt like with like me being frustrated coming into this season with him leaving, I felt like I done a great job of growing.
yeah.
real. Nah, that's
Yeah,
real, man.
no,
Yeah,
that definitely helps though, because it kind of just goes into that persevering and stuff like that. Because life ain't always gonna go our way anyway. So when stuff like
Yeah,
that, you able to adjust and still kind of be that same player and still dominate. That's all that matters for real.
for
it help you,
sure.
bro. It help you be mentally strong too, bro. Because you, like you said, you
Yeah,
leaving your coach, and you 1,000 miles away from home. You in Brazil having to figure out how to met because your coach is probably like your mentor there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. No,
the
he
person you
was.
closest to, yeah, man, the person you closest to, he gone and it's like, how do I adjust? How do I stay
Yeah,
mentally tough and make sure I can come out here and do my job? Because at the end of the
yeah,
day,
for
this is your
sure.
job. You feel me? This your livelihood. So that's
Hmm.
real, bro. That's real. So what? Let me ask you this. So what country would you say has challenged you the most of the ones that you've been to?
Germany easily.
Really? Why
Germany
Germany? What's up?
easily. Just when I got there, like it was a lot. It was a lot going on, and I ain't gonna lie. I've been ready to tell people about this story, but like
Mm,
Go ahead.
when I first got there, it was just like my apartment wasn't clean. Like mind you, the owners in there, like scrubbing the refrigerator, the bathroom, all type of stuff. While I'm sitting in the room, I'm like, in my head, I'm like,
Uh,
y'all could have did this before I got here. Like y'all rushed me to get here, and this is after I got waived from the Pacers G League team. So
okay.
all right, I'm like, cool. I'm gonna just keep going. So like, I'm like, it's my first time back. I ain't really played organized basketball in over like seven months. So I'm like, I'm gonna just keep going. Like he cleaned the room. I ain't even gonna complain. So like, that goes on, then like we playing, I play like 2 games. Like we had like a black coach. He was probably like 60, 70 years old, but he was cool. Like he was one of the, I could tell he's one of them coaches that ride for his guys. But instead of telling me that he was on the hot seat before I got there, they brought
Mhm.
me in, fired the coach, and then like I end up getting told that some of the players on the team was talking about me. Like they speak English, but they speak German too. So like they was like mad that
Uh,
like they was like, oh, you coming in taking all the shots. But mind you, when I got there, we beat the number one team in the league. And I had
Oh,
a great game. And it's my second game. It's my second game. And I had a great game. And then I was just like, nah, the vibes not feeling right. After they fired the coach, it was like the vibes not right no more. Like I'm not feeling this. So I was like, I'm telling my agent, he's like, man, like I just got you this job. I want you to stay. I'm like, man, that's cool, but I don't feel comfortable here. I want to go. So I was only in Germany for like 3 weeks, and then I left and went to Mexico like a month later.
oh,
oh,
dang,
3 weeks? Yeah.
Yeah, I
dang.
was only up there for 3 weeks.
I ain't mad at that, bro. Because you right, bro. They talking crazy. You don't. I don't know. Like we just said about Brazil, I don't know what y'all capable of, especially if I don't
Yeah.
speak the language. I ain't,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, come
Especially
on, give me
like you gotta
about it.
think about it, they know more people than you. So it's like you could pop off of one of the players, not knowing that that player could be somebody notorious and all this and that. So it's just like, you know what?
Right, right.
Let me just chill because I ain't trying to get messed up over here. Because like, nah,
Yeah,
No, for real.
That's a
But
fact.
then it's like they like everybody else live together. They just put me in a random neighborhood, and I walk in the apartment complex like my first day there. Like I ain't even been in Germany for over 3 4 hours. It's this old couple just like staring at me. Like the stairs is like when you get in there, like all the apartments is like right there. So it's like you go up the stairs like three flight of stairs, and like they was on like the first floor or something. They like it's like a little crease or like a little angle where you can see like up the steps. Y'all ever seen like the steps like that where you can see
I
like
know
up
what
the
you're talking
steps? So
about.
like
Yeah.
yeah,
it's like that. They mind you, they watch me walk up all 3 levels of steps and just watch me. Then I came back down to come get my stuff, and they
yeah,
like they saying something to me in German, but I'm like, I don't speak, like I only speak English. So they like still talking. I'm like, man, forget all this. So I end up just going up to my room. They put me in a, and then I'm the only person that didn't have a room number like on my door. Like I was like it was like I was in a little storage room. And then by the time I end
damn,
up leaving, I was only there for 3 weeks. My bed had like my bed underneath my bed was like wooden. That shit ended up breaking. Like in 3 weeks of me just being there. And I was the only person in the room. Like, how does my bed break
Yeah.
3 weeks into being
damn.
in
Did
there?
they want you to stay or what? They
They ain't
just
want you to. That's what I was about to
that's what
say,
I'm
man.
saying. They said,
They
hey, you got a
begged
player,
me.
just throw him in the closet.
He begged me to stay, and he was just like he kind of tried to threaten me with leaving, like saying like if he see me sign somewhere else, he's gonna try to like do some type of FIBA rule or something. I really wasn't barging it, so I end up going to Mexico. I ain't heard from them since, but they just like then they threw me in a car. Like I learned how to drive a stick shift my first year overseas in the UK, but like they just threw me in an apartment by myself or away from the whole team, and just threw me in a gave me a car and was like, go on about your day.
Damn,
Golly. Hey, that's the
damn.
message to the young people. Make sure your situation is straight.
For
Golly,
real.
Yeah,
that's
for real.
crazy.
But
That's some
even with the
stories, yo.
whole playing overseas and stuff, did you ever have to get like a translator or anything like that? Like how was the language
Yeah, I
barriers and
got
stuff?
one. I got one here in Brazil. Like some of my teammates, I would say like majority of them speak English, but it's always like if you was able to watch one of my games, there's always a coach by me translating to what he said. I mean, I can a little bit. I ain't gonna say I'm good, but since this is my second year here, I'm a little better with understanding it better than I can speak. I'll probably never be able to speak it, but I can understand it. Like
Cause
it be
they
certain stuff that my
yeah.
teammates will say to me, and they think I don't know, and I'll be like, I like say it back to them in English, and they be like, "How you know that?" I'll be like, "Yeah, I got you."
Stop,
Know
stop
something.
playing. See y'all
Yeah.
playing. They over here
Stop
playing.
playing.
Get that
They over
Duolingo
playing.
app, man.
Yeah, yeah. They speak Portuguese out there, right? They
Yeah.
speak
Yeah,
Portuguese where you at?
Portuguese, Portuguese.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
Look, because one of my questions was gonna be, hey, do you see yourself settling down international? Sound like no. I was gonna ask, but I'm gonna
Nah,
ask you
Hell no.
anyway. I
I'm
was
trying to
just
get
like,
back. I'm trying to get back over there, man. Trying
I
to
ain't
make a
mad at that.
run over
Man,
there.
hey, but hold up. So
What is it?
going back to that Germany thing, I heard C4 Caleb Huffman or whatever. Did y'all play together on that team in 3 weeks?
Yeah, C4, that's my boy. Yeah, that's my boy. Yeah.
Yeah, listen,
C4 was
Zell, I was
like
trying
he
to
was
save it. Zell, I want to get to the 1v1s. You know I want
hey,
to talk.
he's
Go ahead,
like
though.
Now we can wait
Go
for that.
ahead.
We can wait for that other. Yeah.
No, go ahead. Tell him. Go ahead, Day. What's up?
he's like in that situation, like he was kind of going through some stuff like that. But I'm not gonna lie, like when anybody, if anybody was to explain to me what a microwave score, if I was to explain who a microwave score is, I'm saying C4 easily. Like
Yeah.
he's the first off my list. He's the only person I know that'll go score 10 points in 5 minutes,
Mm.
fresh off the bench. Like warm up, maybe sit 7 minutes into the first quarter, come in 5 minutes. 3 minutes, 3 minutes in the first quarter, finish that out. Then the first 2 minutes of the second quarter, C4 already got 10 points.
Man.
That's up.
That
Let's
boy
go there
nice.
then.
I ain't
Fuck
gonna
it. I
lie,
got.
he nice.
I'm gonna say this question, this other question for later. I want. Let's get. How do you feel about YouTube hoopers, man? Do you keep up with the ones?
Hey, but
Yeah, I
Go
before you
ahead,
actually
get
Zell.
into
actually
it, hey, no,
played.
no, no, no. Before you get into it,
Go ahead.
let's talk about your 1v1 experience with Uncle
That's what
Skoob.
I'm at. That's what
Yeah,
we
Yeah, let's
going.
get
That's
into
yeah,
what
for
that.
sure. I feel like it's no disrespect to what they got going on in the 1v1 space. Like I actually sit here like, I ain't got nothing else to do. Even when I'm in America, like I keep
Hmm.
up with all the one-on-ones. Like it's basketball at the end of the day. Like I enjoy watching basketball. So like I think it's great for what they got going on. But me personally, I think it's too many rules. Like I feel like they reward the defense a little too much, like knocking the ball out. Like I'm the type of player, like if somebody hit the ball, I can counter off that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you think you got a steal, I can counter off that. Like you might knock the ball out, I can go behind the back between the legs real quick, like just off reaction. But I felt like that's what kind of like messed me up in that 1v1 game was just that rule right there, just hitting the ball out. I feel like that's like somewhat of like
It's a handicap.
you giving the defense a little more help. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel
Yeah.
like if you just play straight up, I mean it's already physical enough. Like I feel like that's just rewarding the defense a little too much. Like I feel like they got to get an actual stop because some guys
You're
just be
right.
out there fouling just to get a steal. You know what I'm saying? Just to hit the ball. So like it's like if they take that out, I feel like it'll be like now we talking real hoops, and I think a lot of more pros will come on and play. But I feel like until they change that rule, I don't think I could be able to do
You
it
know,
again. I ain't
you
gonna
know why
lie.
I like what you said, because that's kind of that is exactly how Isaiah Briscoe versus Nas ended, was because he knocked the ball out. Like that, it was
You
a it
know?
was a little cheap way. It's a little cheap, you know what I'm saying? Because it was looking real scary down the stretch.
Yeah.
But so Day, how did that match up? So you play Uncle Skoob. How did that matchup get set up? Well, how did that come about for you?
It was just I think it's a dude that he's a jeweler, but he's from Louisville, but I think he live in Florida somewhere. He's cool with them, and like they was trying to get like they was trying to get somewhere that they haven't been yet, and they brought it to my attention at first, and I'm like, man, I'm kind of cool. Like I'm still like on the verge of like trying to pan out my career, see where I want to like places I want to play, or something like that, and just like so it was just like a like I wouldn't say a favor game, but I just did it just because like I wanted to give my city something to come out to without no violence or nothing like that. Just a great environment where people's like we playing we hooping and people's just watching, great vibes, music playing, stuff like that. So like when I told him on the live while we was before we played the game, I was like, win or lose, like this shit don't like it don't make me, it don't break me or nothing like that. It's just hoops at the end of the day. And I felt like that's where they took it for granted and was saying that I was scared. But like I felt like when the game started, like I killed all that noise. So like it was like
Yeah,
and the main person that was saying it was Nas. He was saying that I was scared. So like I felt like once once he seen that I was something for real, he like took a step back and he like kept looking at me and stuff like that. So it was just like that whole moment was just fun for me, but the knocking the ball out just kills the vibe for me. I'm not gonna lie.
mhm. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Because you went up 7-0. Go ahead, Zip. Go ahead, Zip.
I feel like with the 1v1 scene, the main thing with me is the people on the court. Like that, I feel
Yeah,
like
that
that'd be
too,
the
that
main thing
too.
with me. It's like people on the 3 point line. I'm like, bro, just let it just go behind that court, have some seats or something like that. But I just like just let that half court be clear so we can get the best bump out there. Because it's like when you trying to maneuver around these people, every time somebody score, they in your face. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's a part of the atmosphere. But it's like when you just right there, I'm trying to make a move, and next thing you know, they hit the
Yeah.
ball foul. Man, it's like it's so much I can do with that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I felt like that too. Like I felt like that was kind of a knock for me too, just because like after every bucket they was rushing the court. Like every bucket I scored, they
Yeah,
was rushing the court. I feel like if it was more in a different space, or like if it was ropes around the court where people couldn't be on the court, running on the court after every play, I personally feel like that game turns out to be different. But
Mhm.
I'm not the type to sit here and make excuses. He won fair and square. I mean, maybe one day I can get back out there, but right now I don't think that's nowhere near on my
yeah.
goals
I
to
ain't
be
mad at that.
doing. Like I'm trying to make a serious run right now.
Yeah.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad. I will say this about the ones, y'all, about them coming on the court. Y'all watch battle rap? It's kind of like battle rap, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need
yeah,
that
it
energy a
is. It
little bit.
No,
is.
that,
You feel me?
but that's why
I
I
need
said
that
it's
a little,
like
just a little
that's
bit.
how it is
That's
though. But like I said, just clear the court. You know, you got to
I'm
like
not
soon as you
saying. I'm just
score,
saying.
go do it. Like all that is
Yeah,
cool, but
but I'm
just
see,
clear the
Zell,
court.
see, like, you know, with battle rap, like I watch URL. I like that. I like that grimy shit. You go to
Yeah,
King of the Dot, like King of the Dot. Okay, everybody nice and friendly. That's cool. But when I want to see that grind, that I want to see that rare
I
breed shit. You feel me? That's
I
all.
think
So
the talk
from a
still
fan, from a
gonna
fan.
happen though. I think the
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
still gonna happen like the same thing. I think the only difference is the random fans just bumping into the players. I think that's the only
yeah,
difference.
yeah.
I know the talking is
yeah.
still gonna be there, but I think that's the only difference of people running on the court, bumping a dude, pushing them, letting them know like, oh, you too little, or you can't fuck with him. So I think that's the only difference
I
between
feel
the
you on
ropes
that.
being on
No,
the
I feel
court.
you. No, I feel you on
Yeah.
that. How did you feel about Skoob as a player? Because we have a lot of conversation about whether YouTube basketball is a real hoops. Like they like YouTube ballers ain't really real hoopers. Did you feel like he was a real hooper? You feel me? Oh, how did you just feel about him in general after y'all play? Oh, why you
I
play?
think he can hoop for sure. I don't really judge people off one on one games. I really judge people off 5v5 games because like basketball is just not about scoring. Like I feel like that's basically 1v1. It's only about scoring. Like you can score the ball as like with the best of them, but if you ain't got no IQ and somebody take your scoring away and teams is helping and stuff like that, then you can't do nothing else. Now the game is hard for you, but I mean it's a 1v1 space for a reason, so it's not really necessarily meant for passing and stuff like that. But like I don't know, I just like the overall basketball, like the 5v5. And if it's even 2 on 2, like I wanna like make somebody commit to me on defense and throw somebody a good pass, like something like that, or fake a pass and get an easy layup or something like that.
I
Yeah.
can tell. Yeah, I can tell that from your highlights. You got a lot of dimes in your highlights, bro.
Yeah, and I
Uh,
Yeah.
seen
I
that,
just
but I even seen like you talking about Nas. I remember I was doing some research and stuff. I seen you you played against Nas in college when you was at FAMU.
Kansas
And
State. Kansas
yeah,
State. Yep.
was that any type of like real like like was he getting playing time and stuff like how was that like?
Yeah, he was. I mean, with that game, if I can remember, he was the second person on the scouting report. Like
Okay,
at Kansas State, we did like scouting reports. Like you do the main player, like who's the guy, and they had like another dude. I think his name was like MJ Randolph or something like that. He was like a 17, 18 points per game score, and I think Nas was at like maybe like 12, 13. I could be wrong. I don't
okay,
know. I don't know for sure, but I could be wrong. But I mean, the scout report on Nas was mainly like you got a guard, like if he got space, and we played a lot of help defense, like being in your gap, trying to get that pocket steal when somebody's driving. So like that was our main focus with him. Like make sure you get a contest on his shots, and like, but I think he's one of those players that like in the 1v1 space that can really like his game translate to 5v5 easy, because he can make
mm,
some. I mean, he played Division 1, so he can make some good reads like with passing the ball, putting people in the right spots and stuff like that. So I think
I
he's
agree.
one of the ones that can really play like 5v5 before, besides like C4. And this ain't no knock to nobody in the 1v1, but like I just played against him in Division 1, so I know, and I played with C4, so I know I've seen them in 5v5. So like
yeah,
yeah.
Shit hit different. And I'd say this
mm,
C4 translate out there in the 1v1 scene. I ain't gonna lie. He got some heavy. He beat BJ. He beat Tay 30-6. He did Tay so dirty. And then he beat Scotty. Okay, so but C4 came out there. They ain't nobody really saying his name. He ain't a motherfucker you
yeah,
want to go play. I ain't gonna cap to you.
The
He
one dude, on TNC, he probably talk about C4 the most. B Ellis, and what's the other dude's name?
that's
Marcellus.
it. The Marcellus.
mm,
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
probably
he
they
talked about
probably bring him up the most. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah. I'm talking about don't nobody want to go play him. Ain't nobody calling his name for a fade
Yeah,
because he
yeah,
ain't the name that you go at. That's what I'm saying.
yeah,
I
They
do
need to
want to
go
see
see
I do want to see him against somebody on that other side.
on off the dribble.
I'm
Yeah,
rooting for C4, man. That's my boy
yeah.
for real.
like
That's the
nice
one.
though. Yeah.
He really one of them. Who you got though? So who you got? Because you know March 28th they finna play. Who you got? LP versus A.
Ooh,
Put you on the
who,
spot.
you, who you got?
I I'm like you. I like LP's energy. I'm not gonna lie. I love his
Yeah,
energy. But I think this is one of them games where I don't know. I feel like if LP's tray ball's hitting, if he's hitting the snatch tray ball, and if he's doing everything, it might be hard for Zay, but LP's fatigue, man. If his fatigue ain't
I
Yeah.
thought he
right,
was in
because
shape. I
hey,
thought he was in shape. He's still not in shape.
Nah.
Zay's going pound for pound every play, and that his touch is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
Listen,
So I just think it depends on what type of day it is for each player, for real.
they better
Yeah.
remember Zay ain't lost. The only person that beat Zay was Rob. That's the only person.
Yeah,
He done beat everybody. And he could have
Yeah.
won that game versus Rob. Rob was hitting some bullshit. Well, I ain't gonna say bullshit. He was hitting
yeah.
Rob shots, but he was hitting some crazy shit.
Yeah.
My bad. Last one. School versus Nas. Who you got? They playing too.
Mm, I like Scoob. I like Scoob to a certain extent, and then it'd be like I'll watch I'll watch some of the Nas is playing in, like some recent. I'll be like, I don't know. That's kind of
Yeah.
tough, because Nas scoring all three levels, and he's big. Like he built like a
Oh.
fullback. So
He's
like
big as fuck, bro.
it's like
Mhm.
once he start banging, is that gonna wear down on Scoob's legs for his shots and stuff? Because that can happen. But if I feel like if Scoob make Nas guard, then I think it's a different story. Because
No,
I feel like I don't think I think he guards, but I don't think he guard that well with guys that's shifty. Like I feel like that's why a lot of people say he has problems with LP, because
yeah.
LP snatching. 20 legs crossed, like he's hitting a lot of combos.
Hmm.
And him and Skoob when they played at the Nesquik, Skoob could have won that game. He had troubles, but that was right when Nas came back from his knee injury. He was kind of
Yeah.
just back too, but that was good. Last one I got for real. Day Day versus C4. Who you got?
You can't go against the grain. I'll never go against the grain. You tell me, hey, you tell me versus LeBron. I'm saying me. I don't care.
Hey,
Like
that's how it's
LeBron
supposed
got
to
to,
be.
he got
Oh
to
my
show me,
soul.
man. He
Oh
got to
my
show
soul.
me.
That's
I
how
ain't
it's
mad
supposed
at
to
it. I ain't mad at
be.
it. I want to make sure we can get you up out of here, man. You've been here for a while, bro. I only got a couple more questions. What you guys here? You got any
For
more?
sure.
Just
I got
yeah,
just the
basically,
regular shit we got here.
basically just I kind of want to what you want to talk about? You want to go with the
I
Dirt
was just
Bowl,
gonna let him because I don't
TBT?
be wanting to. Yeah, I was gonna ask him about the TBT and stuff.
Yeah, we can go to TBT. Basically,
All right, what you had for him
so
on the TBT? Go ahead.
when you play the TBT, would you play like 2-3 years of TBT?
I played this past summer and the summer before that. So two summers.
Okay, because the first team was a Jimmer for that team or something like that.
Yeah, team for that.
Okay, did it? Who's on that team? I didn't even pay attention to that roster.
It was we had some people that was supposed to be on the team but didn't play. Like what's his name? He was just on TNC. Darius Lamar Odom
Oh yeah,
Oh,
D-Lo.
that went to
yeah.
Marquette. He
Yeah.
was supposed to be on our team, but I don't think he ended up catching his flight or something like that. Then we had a dude in this league that play in my league now. His name is Jeremy Hollowell.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know.
We had this dude named Quan. He play in Dubai. We had another dude. I can't think of everybody's name because we only played like 2 games in practice for like one
Yeah.
day. And
Okay.
we had a couple guys, we had a couple dudes, but it was really overseas team. Like everybody on the team was active overseas.
Okay.
Okay, okay. Well, we can go ahead and get to the TBT the Ville because we interviewed Chris Dow earlier last year. You know what I'm saying? He kind of talked about his experience and stuff like that. I know because the Ville that roster was a little bit different though. I'll say that. And you got Chris
Yeah.
Jones, you got Russ, you got Peyton, you got Montrez. Like it's real different over there because it's like with that TBT, like how is that though? Like as for just the hoop, is it like regular just organized basketball and stuff in a way? Like how's like y'all practice or what?
Yeah, we well with the Jimmer Fadets team, we only practice like one day, but with Deville, we practice for like a week and a half straight with everybody on the team, but we was doing like workouts for like a month. I would say
Mm,
like every other day, like not every other day, but like once or twice a week. If anybody wanted to come in, they was doing like boxing in the morning just to for cardio and conditioning. So I would say definitely like Deville was way more organized, but that was expected for like a university behind them and stuff like that.
yeah,
So yeah.
Valid.
that's
Valid.
dope though for
Look,
real.
look. I had one. I wrote down. Would you rather win a TBT championship or a Dirt Bowl championship? Which one?
TBT.
Mm.
TBT over the dirt. Oh, because y'all get the bread for TBT, right?
Yeah, we
You
That's
get
get
the
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 bread.
money.
I
money.
forgot. I forgot it was a
Yeah,
money
and you
thing.
got
I
to
We get
think
the
about
forgot
it,
it was
money.
you
bread.
in a dirt bowl, man. They give you a little Louisville little tour or
Yeah.
something. Go down
Bro,
the
Little
listen,
down
when I
trophy,
was in
town,
man.
little
Kentucky, Dirt
parade.
Bowl was lit. They used to always ask me to come play in the Dirt
Nah, dirt
Bowl.
bowl is lit. Yeah,
Did it?
definitely.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did they used to play Dirt Bowl outside? Was it outside at one point?
It still
it's
is.
still
It still
outside.
It
is.
is outside. Okay, I
Yeah.
thought
Yeah.
so. Okay, I saw something where you was playing day, but it was inside. It said Dirty Bowl on one of your
If it
islands.
rain, if oh no, the dirty bowl's something different. That's like something that
Oh,
somebody else was
okay.
running. That's in gym. That's for like all the teams that win they little league, like they dirt bowls out in the country and stuff like that, out in the counties
Okay.
and like Lexington. Then
Hmm.
they bring up some teams from like Indiana, maybe Evansville. They'll bring in some like the teams from all around the best areas that won they dirty bowl.
Okay. That's
Okay.
okay. See, I didn't know they was different. I didn't know that. All right.
Yeah.
I got two more. I got two more questions. Then I'm done. I ain't got no more. Last one. I got. So, give me your top three hardest players to guard that you done faced.
First, easily. Nah, my first two's easy. Uh, we going De'Aaron Fox first. That man so
Ooh.
fast, 6'5". I had to guard him in Peace Jam straight off the bench. I'm like, hey. I'm trying to tell
Uh,
him to chill, but I'm like, man, there's all type of coaches over here and stuff. I know you ain't chilling.
nah.
So I just had to make it work. I got some stops. He wasn't just it wasn't sweet. I ain't gonna lie, it ain't never been sweet. But uh I would say honestly, like after playing a game, guarding somebody where my body was like felt like I got ran over by a truck was Darnell Rogers. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm.
Where he play at? I done heard that name.
He played at I forgot what school
I
he
was about to
played
say
at.
Michigan. Let me see. I'm about
He's
to look
like
that up.
he's 5'2".
Yeah, I know exactly
And
who you're
he
talking about.
like
What?
he's a Kill Carr's cousin.
Yeah, he
What?
played at UMBC. He looked just
Yeah, he
like
went
a
to the
kid.
Yeah,
Baltimore school.
I
Yeah,
knew
I
I
know
knew
you're talking
him.
yeah.
about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah,
went to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
UMBC.
I
Okay.
played
Okay,
against
okay.
him playing for the most of the players I played against was hardest to guard was for the Eagles. Cause we was picking up
Mm.
full court. We was picking up full court and he was just so fast, bro. Like that was crazy. Like I ain't played nobody like him since. Like he was so fast. And then I would say this dude that I played against at JUCO, his name is Jalen Moore. He's from Indiana.
Okay,
He's the
okay.
lefty. He's
Yeah,
shifty and he's fast too. So
okay.
yeah,
Now,
for sure.
that's tough. All right,
Mm.
then
Okay.
who your top five hoopers out of Louisville? Or three, whichever way. Your top five.
Ever?
Whether that oh, that's what I was about to say. I
Mm.
don't want to go too far back.
We
You
can
feel me?
we can go. I don't know,
Give me,
cause
give
you
me,
gotta
give me,
think about it. It
don't give
is
me
some
too
hoopers
many
out of
old motherfuckers.
Louisville.
That's all I'm saying.
I
Top
I
five
say this. I
hoopers.
say this. Play. You kind of seen playing and stuff like that. Top five.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That I've seen play to this day or just back in the day?
Either
Back,
or.
you go back to Rondo. Go back as far as Rondo, and then come back the other way.
Rondo. What's Rondo? Oh what?
I'm
He
trying
like
to
oh
think.
07, oh 06. No, he older than me. He might be oh 04.
I, I think
But the
so.
crazy thing is, I didn't even see Rondo play.
Yeah, cause what I'm saying, cause me personally, like I seen like little news stuff when he was at Eastern, we dunking on people and stuff like that. Then, he went to
I
Oak
was
Hill, so it was like we didn't really get to see that.
if I would
2004.
say
2004 is Rondo.
from what I remember, people that I seen play, I would go coldest. I go for sure. I go emo, Eric Mosley.
Eric Mosley,
I seen him drop a couple 30 balls. Uh, mm, Quentin Snyder, for
hey,
sure.
I want to talk about the time I played against Quinn Snyder, and man, I ain't never got crossed in my life so bad. I'm talking about it was like a simple crossover, and the thing about it was he was in the eighth grade when he did this
Oh,
crossover. Yeah, because he was one of them. He was another one of them hoopers who was from middle school, went to Fern Creek and stuff like
oh,
that. He ended up going to Louisville and all that good stuff. But yeah, Quinn Snyder, he was nice though for sure.
mm, I got you.
Uh, Louisville era. I'm trying to think of some schools too at the same time.
You ain't gonna throw D'Lo in there?
I
Oh,
didn't really get to see D'Lo play, but
Mm.
I definitely throw D'Lo in there for sure.
you know, I,
D'Lo,
ain't say next nice. Don't say that. Who say next guy? I hear y'all talk about saying next a lot.
You talking about now?
Or whenever Day was there, we're playing.
now I mean back then
Mm.
they had Rob Shaw.
Yeah.
He was one of the point guards that I like watching. And then like I know that's four. I'm definitely gonna say my brother for sure
Okay.
because that's
Yes, sir.
basically that's basically my idol. But I would say like if I wasn't saying my brother, my favorite answer for that, and I kind of missed him on the hardest three to guard, but I'm definitely saying Jalen Sanford. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, my dog, Jalen.
I'm
Yeah,
definitely
I
saying
play with
Jalen.
Jalen. See, that's my dog right there.
Nah, that's
No,
tough. That's tough.
I'll tell a story
Hey,
about that.
hey,
He
and
he
that's another person
definitely.
too. Jalen Sanford, another middle school who played varsity too. So yeah, another good hooper.
I'll tell a quick story about that. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of besides my brother, he kind of molded me like into like this fast, shifty point guard that I am today. And like as a seventh grader playing against him, I think he was probably a sophomore, junior. Like it's been like I wanted basketball so bad. He used to make me cry. I'm not gonna lie. Like
Mm.
just trying to guard him, not being able to like me physically feeling like I can compete with him from how fast he was and how shifty he was. Like he made me so much better. Like it used to make me cry sometimes because I wanted to be at the level that him and my brother was at.
Yeah, it was.
Nah, that's
He was
tough.
getting to it, and we ain't gonna talk because Daquan, even though he didn't make it to that next level and stuff like that, when he's at Kentucky State, he played against UK. He gave, you know what I'm saying, Jamal Murray,
Against
all them.
Jamal Murray now, yeah, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah. So we you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
we gonna get some shout outs to my dog Quan too, man.
for
We ain't gonna leave him
sure.
out.
Shout
For
out to
sure.
him, man. Shout out to him. Look, last question, man. Who you got NBA MVP, man? Who your MVP this season, dog? Motherfuckers talking
I
crazy. I
was
want to
I
hear.
was I was liking Cade at first till he got
Okay,
hurt. I was
Yeah,
liking
okay.
he
Cade,
a real one
but
already, man.
Respectable. That's what I
I ain't
expected
gonna
from a
lie.
true point guard. It's a true point guard. I expected that.
I
All
ain't
right.
gonna lie. I think it's going to the same two people. It's
Yeah.
either between Jokic or Shea.
After that game last night with Jokic, he back in the conversation again. So yeah,
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean,
I
you
ain't mad
can't
at
really
that.
leave him. You can't really leave him out the conversation. He damn near average a triple double.
His numbers is
yeah,
always gonna be there. People we just done got used to it. But his numbers is gonna always be crazy.
Yeah, for
yeah.
They're
sure.
gonna
But
always be crazy.
I feel like Shea went MVP and turned it into another revenge tour.
Mm-hmm.
He's going
Shay,
crazy.
listen, Shay win MVP and win another championship. We gotta talk different. Somebody got to
Yeah,
move.
it's
I
gonna be
don't
a new
know who it is.
conversation. New
Somebody got
conversation.
moved.
You got them winning the championship?
Why
If they
not?
win the championship,
Why not? Who
Oh
gonna beat them?
no.
who you think? Who you
Who
got?
gonna beat them?
Boston?
I
Boston?
do like Boston.
So you think Boston gonna come
Wait.
out the East?
Easily.
I think they can.
Who's beating them? The
Shay,
Only
Knicks?
reason why I'm saying I'm a
yeah.
Pistons fan. I'm a Detroit fan.
Oh,
So
okay, okay.
but at the same time, I know reality. I know what the Pistons can do when they ain't got their star player. And you
They
know what
can
I'm
win
saying. So I
seven.
know.
Is
They can
Cade
win
gonna come back?
seven with Boston.
Ugh. I
Can't
think
do it.
I'm hoping this. I'm a big Jason Tatum fan, but I'm hoping he messes up all that. I hope he messes the chemistry up, man. I'm
He is
hoping he
taking a
messes
lot
it
of fucking
all up,
shots.
man.
He
Cause that's the
taking a
only
lot of
way.
fucking
Cause
shots, dog.
I was telling them, I always say that I'm like, bro, they talking about the Knicks, Cavs, and bro, the Celtics. That's the only team I'm worried about. That's the only
Yeah,
team I'm worried about. Cause the Celtics, they doing it without their best player or second best player, however you want to say it.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
getting
yeah,
to
yeah.
it, bro. Like they
they
nice.
got a lot of they got a lot of shooters, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They got a
Everybody.
lot of
And
shooters.
Derek White, when he get hot, it's
Yeah.
over. It's over.
And then
Everybody play
Pritchard,
their role.
bro.
Yeah,
Pritchard is the perfect piece for that team. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Like I don't
I
think
love
I don't
Pritchard.
think they that good. I don't think they good. Like they NBA players, but I don't think they as good as a team without paying Pritchard because he know his
Mhm.
role. He know he got to
And,
come in, score, and get everybody involved.
and you know what he
Hmm.
do that day? He create. He can create for himself. He don't need
Yeah.
Jalen
Yeah,
Brown to go do and pass me the ball. Just give him the ball. Let me do. I can do me, or I can stand here and knock down a shot if you need me to.
Yeah.
So,
for
but
sure.
but he, like you said, bro, he the perfect piece for them. He's one of those modern day six men that we don't get him a lot no more. But he's like Lou
Yeah,
Williams and Jamal Crawford, how they was, but a little bit more
in a
Hmm.
efficient.
different way though. Yeah,
Yeah, in a
Yeah.
in a
different way, a little
different
bit more
way.
efficient. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't mind Peyton Pritchard getting started minutes. Jamal Crawford sometimes take bad shots. Peyton Pritchard can play
yeah,
within the flow of the game. You feel me?
Yeah.
So I feel
for
you on that, man.
sure.
I'm just glad you didn't
Yeah.
say Luca or Wimby. That's all. I was trying to make
Ah.
sure you wasn't tripping. You feel
Nah, I
me?
don't think
So
I'm not going with Wimby. I'm not gonna lie. They got I feel like
they pushing
it's more
narratives.
people on that team that's doing more than him. Like I feel like
He
Dylan
gonna get that
Harper. I feel
defense
like Dylan
award. That's
Harper and
it.
De'Aaron Fox is doing like they doing
A
a little
lot,
bit more to
Dylan
help him out.
Harper, Castle.
bro. Hey,
Yeah,
don't get me
Castle
started.
too. I forgot
Listen.
about Castle.
Castle going
They
crazy.
listen to this, y'all. They will say Jalen Brown isn't carrying the Celtics, but Wemby's carrying the Spurs. That's the narrative on
No,
it on the line. I said, well, if one of
no.
them carries whatever they doing the same thing. So if you saying one of them's carrying, the other one's carrying. But if you can't say the Spurs with one of the deepest teams in the league is just Wemby centric
But
though. Like
in that play-in tournament, Wimby was on the bench one time.
Wemby was on the bench.
And they
He
won
was.
it. They beat
He
they
was
beat
on
the
minutes
Thunder.
restrictions. He was on minutes restriction.
And they still
Yeah.
beat them.
And they beat him. And then you want to talk about perfect pieces, Day. I think Lou Cornett was the perfect piece for the Spurs. Just how Preacher
Yeah,
was is for the Celtics. I think he was a great pickup for them to help
coming
Wemby be
from
able to run. So
especially
Go ahead.
especially with him knowing how to win with Boston, he definitely is a perfect piece.
Yep,
Come on,
that
man. Come on.
experience
Don't get
does
me
help,
started,
though.
man. I get you here for a whole nother hour, man. We ain't gonna get us started,
Hey,
man.
I
Go
got
ahead,
one
Zell.
question to close it
Go
out,
ahead,
man.
Zell.
For
Close it
What's
out.
sure.
so what's your ultimate goal with this whole basketball thing? Is it NBA? You want to keep doing overseas? Like, what's the ultimate goal in all of this?
Now, my ultimate goal is obviously to chase my dream and definitely as playing in the NBA one day. But I can't really disclose too much information. But we getting there. We getting step by step. So
Okay, okay.
it's gonna be a process, but it's gonna be a process that I'm gonna enjoy. That it's gonna be a stepping stone for me, and it's gonna pan out my career to the full potential to where I want to be. And when it just give me flashbacks of from when I was going back to go to JUCO and wanted to stop. And this is just like a stepping stone for me to show me that like this is what happens when you don't give up on your dreams.
Hmm. I like that. I
That's
like
what's
that.
up. Put the work in, man. Hey, well, this was a fire. This was a fire interview, bro. Hey, Day, bro, I appreciate you for rocking with us, dog. This was really good.
Sure.
For
Zell,
sure.
shout out the
Appreciate
brother.
you.
What's his brother name again? Shout out the brother.
Daquan Boy, man. Shout out to my
Daquan
dog,
boy.
man.
Shout out the bro.
He won.
Shout out
He
the
won.
bro.
He a coach right now at Morris. You know what I'm saying? He doing this coaching thing and stuff. But like I said, he was one of them. He was one of the ones on the court
One on
and
one.
For
football
sure.
too. We ain't gonna get into that though. But yeah, he was nice though. He was nice.
All right, man. Hey, look, man. Please like, comment, subscribe to Elab Podcast. Day, I'm gonna send you the links to all this stuff so you can look at it, bro. But all right,
Okay,
fellas,
bet.
this was good, man. We
Yes,
gone, man.
sir. All right,
All right,
man.
appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir, man.
Yeah.